All right, we are here in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
I'm Jordan, I'm with Julian.
Yeah.
And here we are, we're recording our first ever video of our adventures. And what are we doing? What are we building here?
The question is, why are you here?
Why am I here? Okay, well,
Yeah.
I am here because we are planning to go to New York City to do about 90 days of social circle to show that it can be done in the hardest city in the world. But we're not there yet. So we're in the pre-planning phases while we're here trying to figure out what we want to do next.
Yes, we are in the first stage of planning.
That's
means we need to do everything from scratch.
Exactly.
I'm not from New York. You have lived there partially in the past, but it's basically we are starting from zero.
Exactly. And I think this would be a good time to talk about starting from zero, because a lot of men out there are like, if I want to build a social circle, the first thing I need to do is get fit. I need to go to therapy and solve all my problems. I need to, stop being lazy, stop doing this. And all of that's true. But here we are, we're not in a studio. We're not even in New York City, but we're taking action right now. We're taking messy action. So maybe you could say more about the importance of taking action. Taking
action is the most important thing. Without doing something, nothing will happen.
Exactly.
That's pretty much very easy to say. But I want to quickly circle back a little bit, and in order to also to explain why Jordan is here. So I'm working together with Jordan for some time now. Basically, he's one of my worst students.
One of the worst students, yeah. I was one of his worst students. Now I'm his shining star.
Yeah, now he came up and now he's shining and he knows basically everything, but he went very well in Lisbon. And then he hit me up maybe 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah.
2-3 weeks ago. And he wanted to actually join me in Rio to get some personal training here. And I say, it's totally fine, you can come to Rio. But then I have a mission to fulfill, and the mission is to go to New York and build a social circle or an elite social circle from scratch in New York. And I will, let's say, probably, we will go through the process together, but I will also have a focus on coaching you through all the steps of my One Social Life system of how to build an elite social circle from scratch in a new city where you basically don't know anyone.
Yes.
And that's what I'm going to teach you, but I'm doing it, you are doing it at the same time, so it will be a very interesting journey to follow what problems will come up, how do we master it, what steps we actually need to take in order to make this successful, and it will be a very exciting journey. And coming back, we need to take action every day. We cannot sit around.
It's true. And I could have just said, hey, I don't want to do this. I'm happy in Lisbon, but I felt like I wanted to go bigger, and it was really a matter of 2 weeks. It was like, and I was planning my own event. I did an art event in Lisbon. Yeah. And then I thought, okay, I started planning this even though I had the art event coming up too. And then after the art event, it was like straight to Rio.
Straight to Rio.
Exactly.
And Rio is like actually, it's hard to leave Rio if you love Rio. So
it's true.
You are here for 10 days and it will be interesting to see how I get you out of Rio.
Yes.
But we have already flight booked.
Yeah, we're leaving, but I'll be back. Okay, and then tell them what I'm helping you with.
Yeah, so Jordan, at the same time while I'm coaching him, he's helping me with my coaching business. And he has a lot of experience in building businesses, just building different funnels, and also the organization of a whole business, how to build up processes, SOPs, and all that stuff what basically I heard about, but it's not I'm not doing it. I get a lot of support, and that's what also Jordan will help me to figure out a lot of things, also set up a lot of things. And I'm very excited how this will turn.
Yeah, and I think what we're doing is we're merging the best of both worlds. So The thing is, like, social circle is a system, but running a business is also a system. And so we are taking aspects of social circle. If you think you can't do it, well, what I do is I help people optimize their businesses so they get that 4-hour work week like I have. That's what allows me to come here and do this.
Yeah.
So if you think you don't have time for it, well, we're going to optimize the shit out of it. So
Yeah,
we are going to make it bring a lot of value. We are going to, there's a lot of upfront work, but once the momentum starts going,
yeah,
it's a matter of systems.
Yeah. You need to build the momentum. You need to start somewhere, but it's very important that you follow a clear path and the system, as you're mentioning. Also in business, I know many guys out there. They are successful in their career. They know how to build businesses. They have a lot of everything planned out in their life. But when it comes to their social life, most of them don't know what to do. So
It's
they
true.
could actually then transfer
That was me.
their knowledge from business just in their social life and apply. This would
Yes.
be already a huge step, but somehow there is a disconnect. And I'm always wondering why. Why do you think is that many guys are just, very successful, but when they want to go out socially, meet people, meet attractive women, why do you think is there a disconnect?
Well, it's like, they say that like we are programmed evolutionarily, like being rejected in social situations is kind of like death, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you take all that energy and you put it into a place you can control. So when you're in business, you're in charge, people work for you, it's just assumed. You don't have to warm them up, you don't have to prove yourself anymore. So it is a matter of taking that energy and moving it over to social circle and realizing it's the same thing. But for me, I just thought, I'd build this big business and all the right people would come to me. And in some ways they did from a business standpoint, but I wasn't able to build the social circle I wanted. I was still hidden. Not enough people knew about it because I didn't know how to show off my lifestyle without seeming too cocky and douchey. I couldn't really quite dial it in.
Yeah, I
But
think
now
also,
I have.
Yeah, I also think a big issue is nowadays that if you do things, you somehow don't have the courage. Especially, if you post different pictures on social media, you always think, should I post this? Should I not post it? When I'm out in a club or in a bar, should I post a story or not? Are there any girls in the stories? Are there not girls in the stories? When I meet somebody,
true.
it's like people, especially men, of course, they tend to overthink a lot. Versus girls, they have 5-10 stories and they don't really
I don't know.
care.
Some of them overthink. I mean, some of them are like, no, don't, like, I take a picture of some of my friends, like, don't, let me see those pictures, make sure I look beautiful.
I mean, they are picky when selecting the picture.
Yes.
That it needs to be like everything aesthetic, needs to be look good. But in order to just put it out there, when they just blast it out.
Well,
And
seem
they
to
don't
have an
think about it
easier time.
anymore. Yeah.
All right, well, that's it for our first vlog.
That's the first vlog.
That's our first one.
Yeah.
All right. We can't wait to see you as we move along this adventure. If you're watching this right now, make sure to like, follow, or comment, and we will see you in the next video.
Yeah, see you in the next one.